You're pretty quiet today. What's wrong?
I'm sorry. I'm in an in-between space. Trying to clarify my assignment.
The work of my life is to survive abstraction through abstraction.
The worst thing you can ever do is give up on yourself. Count yourself out.
I've been struggling with a question. Does geography define our destiny? Is our relationship to land solely physical? Especially with the chaos permeating throughout the world. I just want to gain clarity and what's the responsibility to the land? Rebuke of the ego's rule. As a fear plunge to empathy is our only hope. Safety sniffs now waving but drowning. Blurry line blurring our hearts. Can you hear the children of the suns? Yearning fly from glowing cups, links shed the hill. Transcend the no, we did a poem.
And just having to just keep moving forward with this project. Like, you'll feel every emotion.
All right, bro, talk to me. Day one, bro. Vis-a-vis, short film. I got my brother, my dog Chris behind the camera. I'm deeply just humbled by everybody who's a part of this project because in hindsight, I'm realizing that there's no way I could do this without the village of people who's here. And so I'm just deeply grateful for everybody, and it's crazy. I have a lot of emotions, a lot of thoughts, but it's really cool, bro.
One of my attempts at answering this question is by making a film about a father and son navigating the ask, vulnerability, at time.
Okay.
Yeah, so just to get something to go on.
It's an amazing project, and because I'm a dad, the character of Touré really spoke to me. The crew, you, Mamadou, like I told you earlier, you there as a director, you there, and the future is bright.
To our left.
And we'll hold that down.
Second take or another shot?
No, but it was like...
Hello, my name is Matt Iacono. Lighting-wise, we have a nice softbox that we built. John's shooting today, so I'm working closely with John.
Oh, Chris, let me know if I'm... Oh, no, Chris is busy. All right, so the diffusion is basically the way how I understood it. It allows all of the contrast to balance out in the shot.
It's okay, it's alright, I stay. It's okay, it's alright, I stay. It's okay, it's alright, I stay.
Conversation of responsibility. Learn more the more that I created.
Mouth in his whisper.
Started to think about it all.
My soul's broken, bruised.
Family.
I can't watch the
gaps between my desires and my understanding.
So where's home? Home in the fortune is for home in the... Yeah, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's practice the spacing too. So just say that last line again, and we'll just practice this timing.
Pushing us out, and they buying lanes. You understand? So now we in the diaspora, we here. Like, okay.
But now they're pushing us out here, even the place where we've come to.
So where do you want us to fly to? You know?
Yeah.
That freedom we've been looking for. We fought for it.
Yeah.
We thought we got free. And then now you come to America. You're like, wow, this is the matrix.
Wow.
Okay, should I go back home? All right, let me make a plan to go back home. Now they're pushing you out. They're buying your land.
Yeah.
Where do you want me to go? Really, I don't know where I'm gonna land. Right now, I don't know. I don't know. Really, I don't know where I'm gonna land. Right now, I don't know.
Pad. Finished the short film. Started working on my EP. I needed more answers. Different perspective.
What's the burning fire in your heart right now? I'll kind of start there.
Wow. I think right now it's like, yeah, the unified struggle toward like liberation.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, it's always so like heavy and kind of ridiculous to hear myself say that, because it's like, where do you begin? The day after the election, I told my students, I was just like, I don't really care what yesterday's result was, or like what those results mean for today, because you don't save democracy once every 4 years just because you check a box. And I told them verbatim, I was like, I'm also not. I told them, like, I was actually scared to say this to them, but I was like, I do not care about saving democracy. In this classroom, on the street, I do not care about saving democracy. I'm not in front of you to save democracy. I'm in front of you to save you.
Only people back in town. I saw it in the supermarket and at the laundromat. And when we checked out from the motel, these pickup campers through the redwoods, full of lonely retired people looking at trees on their way to look at the ocean. You catch it in the first fraction of a glance from a new face, that searching look, then it's gone. We see much more of this loneliness now. It's paradoxical that where people are the most closely crowded, in the big coastal cities in the east and the west, the loneliness is the greatest. Back where people were so spread out in western Oregon and Idaho and Montana and the Dakotas, you'd think the loneliness would have been greater, but we didn't see it so much.
My strongest desire to leave work that is as good as I can make it and leave the world in as good a shape as I can leave it. Oh my gosh, there it goes.
I think for me, being a mom, you know what I mean? Like, that automatically, basically influences how I interact with the world, right? Like, my daughter consumes, my attention and my focus and everything, like she is the core of, my being, really. And so, like I was telling my best friend, like all the patience that I have, I reserve it for my child, right? Like I try to be aware of what's going on, but I can't respond to everything. Life moves in circles, right? And so that means like our time on this earth is limited. Now too, I still make the mistake of assuming like you have so much time in this life, but you don't. And you have to be very mindful of how you spend that time and who you spend it with.
And God is kind of like the great equalizer as well. So it's a way where there's a lot of injustices and inequalities in the world where you can say, well, at the end of the day, we're all equal under God. I try to at least look at the text as a guideline. You know what I mean? Just a way to be a good human being.
I think what kind of Western civilization and capitalism teaches us to do is think only vertically. So it gets tricky because you think like, the divine gets kind of captured as a vertical thing, but actually the embodiment of the divine is a horizontal relation, right? I mean, it has to be enacted on the horizontal plane. It's larger than you, that makes it vertical, but like the struggle, that's where like the struggle for something better has to be the right kind of better. And, thinking about that internal struggle, it does seem like that's the thing to work on. I think embracing the struggle, like recognizing that there's this impossible situation, you see what's wrong, you want to do better, and you're one person with certain powers and certain limitations, and yeah, what can you do? I wish my superpowers were like diplomatic rather than poetic. That would be good. But my capacities are what they are. And so I have to work within those limits.
I think for us, as artists, it's for us to always tell the truth and be able to stand for the people and not for a political entity. This quote from Dambusu by Cherry when he said, "There's always be a healthy relationship between an artist and their government." I was like,
You wanted to make me other. Like, you didn't even want to give me a name. We just took like, okay, we're gonna take some of the Africans from Cote d'Ivoire. We're gonna take some Africans from Senegal, from Nigeria, from all these other places. We're just gonna put them on an island, right? So immediately, these people are still fully themselves. They are their full subjects, but at the same time, like, they've been disjointed. They've been separated from the origin, and so like immediately you are now outside of your context. You're in a new context that you can't even really make sense of. So what do? You create the new context.
Survive against the abstraction. Transcend the paradigms of landscape into the expansion of the spirit. Maybe our assignment in this life, they're reimagining the spirit.
What do you think that all means? What does your heart yearn for?
Peace. Just peace.
Might be a dub. I get to it soon. That's what I'm saying. From an outsider view, what advice would you give to me, like, in terms of navigating current times?
What I often find is, like, as poets get older, they're kind of less willing to do the metaphor stuff. Like, they're more willing to just say something the way that it is. It's wild. I'm just like, damn, do I just gotta age?
That would be my advice. And that's to, respect your people and love your people, however you identify who your people are,
The worst thing you can ever do is give up on yourself. Count yourself out, stay down, you know what I mean? Like feeling like, oh, this is the end of it, you know, this is bad, you know, like this is bad. Like, don't ever, ever let that mindset defeat you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care what it is. And, you know, things will come at you in life, you know, and you're like at the beginning of, you know, what's going to be an amazing career for you, Mamadou, and, you know, just keep that resilience. Just stay resilient. That would be my advice.
The next 10, 20 years is going to be about the dominion of the mind. The ability to make discernment in the midst of warfare. Whether that's geopolitically, that's spiritual. It's going to be the next 20 years for me and you. And at times I'm afraid for the people who, you know, feel invisible, regress, suppressed in our world. Sometimes I have just more questions than answers. I even question if art is the means to answer these questions, or is that some type of just nonsense excuse to make me feel like I'm doing something? Perhaps our only attempt at eternity is in the love that we share. It's transmuted into chaos, into conversation, discord. Reimagination of in every breath that we take. Cradle to the grave.